Okay. You can also use your graphing calculator to take a matrix and put it into either row echelon form or reduced row echelon form. Read your book some more for that, but as a just as kind of like a crash course, it says what you're going to do here is you are going to, from the matrix, there's the matrix command, which I'm going to hit second and then the X to the negative first, okay? There's the matrix. You're going to then need to edit one of these matrices. Now right here, I've kind of used matrix A before to be a 3x4 matrix, and that is what you would need to use for 3 equations with 3 unknowns, and then that fourth column, this is rows by column, that fourth column is going to be the constants, that you augment with. And so if we were going to do the last example using our calculators, I would come over here, if I didn't already have that set up, matrix A to be a 3x4, I would come over to edit. I would hit enter, okay? And then it's going to probably as default flash 1x1. Well, you change that to 3x4. And then it's a matter of putting in those entries from your augmented matrix. Now, if you'll look back at your notes, I'll show you how to do example 5. We're going to put in that augmented matrix that we used. The first row, first column entry was a 1. Okay, hit enter to move over to the next one. -3, -12 is the next entry. And that was augmented with a 17. Okay, hit enter. That's going to move you to the second row. So let's enter the second equation's coefficients. It was 2, -3, -18, augmented with +19. Okay, now for the third equation is 3, -7, -36 was augmented with 41. Okay, so once you have that set up, then we're going to go to again, back to the matrix. We've got matrix A set up. Now we're going to go over to the math. This is not the math menu that you get to by hitting this button, okay? It's the math category within the matrix command, okay? And from here we can do all different things that we want to with matrices. You're probably going to see some more of these, as there's the determinant, the transpose, the dimension, all of that, if you take a class called linear algebra. What we're going to do is we're going to scroll down and we're going to find options of row echelon form or reduced row echelon form. Okay? So that's really what we want to do, is we want to take matrix A and we want to turn it into reduced row echelon form. Okay? So, okay, hold on. Pause here for a sec. Okay, so then what we do is in the home screen, which to get back to the home screen, you are going to hit second, quit, and that gets you back to the home screen. We're going to tell our calculator to do reduced row echelon form to matrix A. We want to do reduced row echelon form to matrix A. So here's how we do that. Okay, go back to your matrix command. Over in math, we're going to go grab that reduced row echelon form option. It was option B, so you could enter the letter B in, or you can scroll down until it's highlighted and then hit enter. Do reduced row echelon form to matrix A. So let's go back up here and let's tell it matrix A. Get back in the matrix menu, matrix A. That's the one, okay? So do reduced row echelon form to matrix A. And doesn't that make you mad? Okay, there it is. Z is 0, Y is -5, X is 2. All right? So now that you have that knowledge, don't abuse it. What I want you to do is really practice some of those elementary row operations. Okay? But, hey, you know, there it is. I'd kind of be, I think, negligent if I didn't at least point it out. Let's fill in the concept connections. A rectangular array, I can't hardly talk. A rectangular array of elements is called a matrix. Okay? Identify the elements on the main diagonal. Right now, the main diagonal, the elements are -4, 0, -7. That's what it means for the main diagonal. Number 3, explain the meaning of the notation R sub 2, and then that little arrow doodad, R sub 3. So that just means to interchange or exchange, swap row 2 and row 3. Row 2 and row 3. Explain the meaning of the notation. Negative R2 yields a new R2. Okay? So this means -1 multiplied by row 2, or R sub 2, we can notate it like we did up here, R sub 2, yields new row 2. Okay? On number 5, what does it mean? 3 R sub 1 yields R sub 1. Okay? Well, this means 3 times row 1 yields new row 1. Okay? Number 6, interchange row 1 and row 3. So interchange rows 1 and 3. All right, number 7, explain the meaning of the notation. 3 times row sub 1 added to row sub 2 yields new row sub 2. That's what it means. Okay? 3 times row 1 added to row 2 yields new row 2. Okay? And then number 8, that notation means 4 times row 2 added to row 3 yields, that's what the arrow means, yields new and improved row 3. All right. That's the end of college algebra videos. Oh my goodness, I feel like we should like roll credits and like there should be a song to play us out. So like I don't know. I'm kind of like a little bit sad. Okay, but I also feel just pretty darn great right now. Maybe we should like sing the quadratic formula song and it'll fade off into the distance. Okay. Well, x is equal to -b plus or minus squared.